Okay, we started. We're rolling? Yeah? Okay. Hi, I'm Travis Unuka. I'm 33 years old and I'm the co-founder of Boys Club Productions.
Why do we never get an answer when we're knocking at the door? With 1,000,000,000 questions about hate and death and war. Because when we stop and look around us, there is nothing that we need. In a world of persecution that is burning its meat.
Actually gives him a scholarship to do adult film and television training. This year, the winner has been fairly extraordinary, and I think he's going to be fairly famous in the future. But nevertheless, let me say that the person who won this year is a fairly extraordinary person. I think you should all shake his hand, get his signature. It's probably going to be worth a fair amount of money in the future if he doesn't blow up because of the sheer amount of imagination going on in his head. And his name is Travis.
I grew up loving movies. I watched a lot of movies as a kid. My mom took me to the video store a lot, and I rented out a lot of videos, and it was very early on in my life that I decided that I wanted to be a filmmaker. I never really wanted to do anything else. I fell in love with movies at a very early age. My early influences were probably like Woody Allen, Steven Spielberg, Paul Thomas Anderson, Martin Scorsese, Cameron Crowe, Richard Linklater, Terrence Malick. To me, it was just like this magical world. Like, Hollywood was so far away from where I was, where I grew up, what I was doing, and yeah, to me it was just this magical place. I was like 7 years old. I decided that I wanted to be a filmmaker. I wanted to be a director. My mom got me a video camera, and I didn't have any editing systems or anything like that back in the day, so my first film was basically my family, and I think it was my grandpa. He acted for me, and I I edited all the shots in the camera, so I'd cut when we needed to cut, and then I'd start filming when we needed to start filming again, and I cut the shots within the camera, and that was the first experience I remember of, making my own film. It taught me the value of being creative and being resourceful when you have nothing and you have no budget and you have nothing but yourself. I mean, you have to write, direct, and act everything, and it ends up being this process where you're just like, you go a bit mad, you go a bit crazy. It wasn't long after that I kind of had the idea of maybe one day when I was older starting my own film company.
Should survive to 105.
Travis. It's me, your future self. You have a destiny. You're going to be a great filmmaker. Don't give up hope yet. Make sure to edit the film. 70s music soundtrack is a good idea. Don't forget. High school was an interesting time. Back then we had no way of distributing our films and we had no equipment, so everything was done on the fly.
That we like to do all good.
I used to do birthday videos for my friends. Any excuse to film, I'd basically get the camera out and film. The process of making the film was pretty difficult. We would, film on these old cameras. The laptops never worked. The cables, you'd have to stream it from the mini tapes in the camera to the render station on Final Cut, and then your project would sometimes close down or you'd lose all your footage. Me and Marcus met in 2009 in year 12. I was in drama class and someone said to me, there's this other guy making films, Travis. I'm like, what? Another guy making films around here? And they're like, yeah. I'd heard some stories, I'd heard something about him. We met at Footscray Station. We met after school. We were waiting for our train back to Watergarden, Sydenham, where we lived. And I seen this guy, and I'm like, hey man, what are you doing? And he's like, hey, I'm Marcus. I'm like, hey, I heard about you. You're the guy that makes films. And we started talking, and we caught the train back. And on the train, I'm like, what station are you getting off at? And he's like, Watergardens. I'm like, yeah, me too. And then we started walking, and then I'm like, what street are you going down? He's like, I'm going down this street. I'm going down that street too. And then we're walking and talking again, and I'm like, what do you want to do with these films? He's like, I don't know, maybe start a company. And I was like, yeah, me too. And then we got to the point where we got to our street, and I'm like, what number you live at? He's like, number 28. I'm like, you can't live at number 28, because I live at number 28. And then we realized that we just lived at the same number, just opposite sides of the street. Me and Marcus basically became friends right away. We had a little bit of rivalry at the start, but we worked things out. And then I asked him one day if he wanted to start a film company with me. He was like, yeah. And early days of Boys Club Productions was basically just me and Marcus in the garage talking about ideas with one shitty little camera and one laptop. So that's kind of how the genesis of it all was. That's how it began. Marcus always called it guerrilla filmmaking because there's no rules. We were working pretty fast in those days. We'd pump out a lot of films in a short period of time. We thought we were doing something kind of original and different. We could have been wrong about that. Well, we could do what a film student would do in 4 days and what would take us 4 hours. And action!
You're not supposed to do that. You're not allowed to. If you seem to get some kind of kick out of doing it, you're not allowed to. Get on back.
Towards the end of high school, I won an Adam Award, Australian Teachers of Media Award, and that was a pretty cool moment for me. That was like Tony Hawk doing the fucking 900 or whatever, you know what I mean? We still didn't have a name, so we decided to call it Boys Club Productions. We got a small crew of friends together and started making movies.
They're gonna fucking kill me, man.
Don't worry, I'll get the rat. Don't worry.
They're gonna fucking kill me, man.
Don't worry, I'll get the rat. If you let me do it my way. Alright.
Kill me, man.
Don't worry, I'll get the rat, but you gotta let me do it my way.
The golden era was basically my favorite time of filming. It was when we just finished high school and before we started uni. And we were making a lot of good films at the time. The main thing was we were having fun, and it didn't feel like anything was pressured. It didn't feel too serious. We were blasting out parodies, skits, trailers, music videos. I mean, we were just filming like every fucking day. One day Marcus comes to me, he's like, have you heard of this Facebook thing? I'm like, I don't have Facebook. YouTube was getting bigger and bigger. So just after we finished high school, we made a Facebook and YouTube account and started uploading our films.
It's Trippy Trevor, and it's Mad Marcus, and it's Crazy Charlie, and we've gone mad on grind. That's right, we completely lost the plot.
God damn, Marcus, I was thinking the exact same thing. I just didn't know how to say it. We should all be the main characters in the show. It's beautiful, man. It's a story about meaning, about superpowers, about love, about friendship.
Yo, hold up, man. You don't even got continuity in this film, Trav. There's a million people in here a second ago.
You can't do this again.
We got no continuity, man. We got nothing.
We'll be okay. We'll be okay. but I knew in my heart it wasn't gonna be okay.
Pretty much happened overnight. I mean, like, all of a sudden we had views and we knew it. We worked really hard to finish those films and get them all uploaded and get them all saved on time. We were so worried that something would happen before we'd upload it or finish it. We'd die or that the footage would get lost. We just wanted to release them as fast as possible. I'd never met anyone like Marcus. Marcus was the same as me. He cared about film, he had a passion for it. He understood cinematography, he understood the acting dynamics, and it was exciting working with him. The golden era was when I believe we made our best films. Maybe we should consider going to uni or, doing a course or something. So we both applied for Bachelors of Film and Television at JMC Academy. Initially, me and Marcus were very excited to go to film school. I mean, I'd been waiting for this my whole life, but the experience just wasn't exactly the way I imagined it to be. One of the main issues we faced was a lack of support from our teachers. They didn't really like the work that we were trying to produce. They didn't really appreciate me and Marcus's writing, the fact that we used copyright music in our films, our editing style. Basically everything about us they didn't like. No time left for you. I understood that the editing system was capable of doing things that no one had ever really done before. And there was this lack of validation that kind of led me to feeling a little bit depressed in the early days of uni. And unfortunately, our relationship with the other students wasn't much better. No one wanted to work with me and Marcus over creative issues. We didn't really want to compromise or be told what to do, so we eventually left. In a way, it was a good thing because it forced us to make movies that we may not have made had we have not been at uni. As a result of all this, me and Marcus spent most of our time skateboarding to and from school and making our own films. Yeah, we skateboarded a lot. We did heaps of skateboarding, heaps of filming, heaps of drinking, heaps of smoking. It was a great time.
Please clean your plate there, the Lord above can see you. Don't you know people are starving in Korea? Alcohol and razor blades and poison and needles. Kindergarten people, they use them, they need them. The overindulgent machines were their children. There wasn't a way down on earth here to cool them, 'cause they look just like humans at Chris Gaze or Woolworth. But decadent brains were at work to destroy. Rats in battalions were ruling the street scene. Generation landslide closed the gap between them, and I laughed to myself at the man and the ladies who never conceived of us billion-dollar babies. La da 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 da.
And as time passed, things weren't getting better with Boys Club Productions. As a matter of fact, they were getting worse. Tensions were beginning to rise between me and the other guys in the group. Me and Marcus felt like we couldn't control things anymore. Things were getting out of hand. Everyone was beginning to fight. I felt like the company that we'd built, I was starting to lose control of. The strained relationship started to affect our creativity in terms of filmmaking. Despite some of the challenges and setbacks, we didn't quit making films, we continued to make more of them. It was around this time me and Marcus chose to leave uni, and that was that. Looking back now, I can see it was the beginning of the end for Boys Club Productions.
We must go.
Go? Go back to making Boys Club films?
We're gonna be stars, Trav. We're gonna be famous directors just like we always wanted to. Fuck, man.
So when we left JMC, I guess I kind of took the opportunity to explore my creativity on my own terms. When I look back at what happened to Boys Club Productions, I guess I blame it on a miscommunication between me and Marcus. I give Marcus credit, he handled himself a little bit more professionally than I did at the time. I found it very difficult to work with him, and he found it very difficult to work with me. I think it was just bound to blow up eventually.
It's time.
Time for what? Trav, man, she's going crazy, man. She's gonna kill us, man.
No, man, I can see in her eyes, man. She's evil, man. She's possessed by some spirits or some shit, man. She's possessed by devil, baby. It's demons.
Damn!
Marcus always had an incredible vision. He had a good ability to bring stories to life and bring characters to the big screen. I sometimes feel like his communication style was vague and elusive, which resulted in some of the other team members becoming confused about shots, characters, lines, dialogue, anything. Deadlines would be missed, crucial details overlooked, and it ultimately impacted our ability to film. We recognised early on that our communication was starting to become a bit of a challenge. We had numerous meetings and tried to improve clarity by talking it out, but it just never worked.
Maybe it's not that good of an idea. Who would want to watch a show about you guys anyway?
Nah.
Unfortunately, despite our best efforts, we couldn't bridge the gap entirely. The miscommunication was a factor, but it wasn't the only one. We also faced financial difficulties due to budget overruns and missed opportunities for funding. Additionally, the competitive nature of the industry added further pressure. However, I firmly believe that if we had managed to improve our communication, we could have overcome these challenges more effectively. If I could go back now, I would have sorted external mediation or something like that, because it was never going to work. Boys Club Productions was mine and Marcus's creation, you know? It was like this collaborative effort between Pastry, Marcus, Corey, me, and Rocky. We started the company with a lot of enthusiasm, but as time went on, a lot of challenges began to emerge.
Trav Marcus, I know those guys, man. I was working with them on one set. They were just crazy.
Marcus.
Hey, Pastry. Dude, I'm so glad you're here. I've been working on this new script. I think it's really going to bring back the vibe of the classic Boys Club skits.
That's just it, man. That's what I'm here to talk about.
What do you mean?
Can you turn that damn music down? Look, I can't do it anymore. I can't sit around and wait for your movies to come to life and all the scripts. And I can't sit around watching Trav make montage after montage.
I know, but if you read this script, dude, this is the one. This is the one that's going to save Boys Club, man. This is the script.
Look, you're trying to captain a sinking ship. You and Travis haven't even spoken about the direction of Boys Club you want to head in. I can't sit around and watch the fall of this empire. I just can't do it.
Look, man, I know I'm a bit scrambled lately, man, but trust me, I know the script is going to work, man. But I can't do it without you. I can't do it without the whole crew, man. I need you on board with this.
I had no choice. It had to come to this, Marcus. Ask yourself, is there actually a vision going forward? Or are you just holding on to the memories of the past?
Not really leaving, are you, Pastry?
You always think like that, Marcus. You always think things are going to work out. For the last time, would you turn down that damn music?
Fine, dude. But have you even spoken to Trav about this, man?
I thought I'd come speak to you first. And then later on I'll go talk to Trav.
Are you sure about this, Pastry?
Marcus, I've made up my mind. I'm sure, man. I'm going to go back to the footy industry.
Okay, man. I respect your decision.
But what are you going to do?
Well, Pastry, I'm going to finish this script, and I'm going to save Boys Club Productions.
Good luck, my friend.
I'm not fucking paranoid. This thing's been following me around all fucking morning. Alright, fine, bye.
I guess I didn't realize at the time that Pastry wanted to leave. I was too busy making music videos with Rocky. It was during that period that I busted out about 30 music videos. Little did I know everything was about to change. Another major setback was Pastry's departure from the company. Pastry and I had been close friends for years, and it was difficult for us to navigate the different creative visions we had for the company. Absolutely, Pastry's departure created a definite void in the company.
Hey, Trav.
Hey, Paris.
So it ends where it all began, huh? The garage.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's good to see you too, Trav.
Yeah, well, I got this Forrest Gump parody that I'm working on, and Marcus called before, and we're working on that Life After High School parody soon, so I'm kind of busy right now.
This will only take a minute, Travis. I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm leaving Boys Club Productions for good. I already did leave it. I spoke to Marcus before I came over here. I thought I'd come tell you in person too. I'm done, Trav.
Why?
Come on, Trav. It's not fun anymore. I can't even remember the last time you, me, Corey, and Marcus even spoke.
I get it. You want to make your own film company. You want to leave me and Marcus, and you want to make your own fucking company.
Not everyone has an agenda, Trav. You know? I can still remember the day you and Marcus founded Boys Club in this garage. All you guys wanted to do was make movies for geeks. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember. You're leaving just as me and Marcus are getting some traction. Just as this fucking company's about to boom.
Boys Club doesn't feel like it's for the boys anymore, man. It feels like it's just for you. It's always been just for you. You know, I know you're going to say that no person or individual or group is bigger than the films, but it's not true. It's just not. It's not going to be what you want it to be, not at least until we're all dead. You know, I'm not sticking around to watch the blowout between you and Marcus. For the record, I did enjoy filming with you guys, especially the earlier funnier stuff. So, yeah. See you around, Trav.
Oh, I'm sailing away, my own true love. I'm sailing away in the morning. Here's something I can send you from across this sea. From the place that
After some soul-searching and redefining his artistic goals, Marcus decided to leave Boys Club Productions.
no, there's nothing you can send me, my own true love.
I felt like it was never this official thing, you know, like one day he just stopped making films. We never really talked about it. The last film we made was The Fight, and it was ironic because we were fighting. That was the last time I remember uploading anything together.
I'm across that lonesome ocean.
I'm sure it was a difficult choice for him, but it allowed me to pursue my own artistic goals. I began working on my own films, experimenting with different techniques and approaches, and that was when I truly found my voice as a filmmaker.
Whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong, whether I find a place in this world or never belong.
Last night, me and my friends got drunk and crashed the car into my grandpa's garage. He got pissed off, bro.
Well, it started when I took a break from filmmaking. I realized that it really was my passion. It was my destiny. I decided a long time ago that I was going to try doing this or die trying.
I gotta be me. I gotta be me. What else can I be but what I am?
I think in the early days I was striving for popularity and recognition, but as the years went by, I wanted to do something a bit more authentic and a bit more deep.
For somebody else, if I'm not right for me, I gotta be free. I've gotta be free.
I shifted my focus from seeking fame to embracing the true art of filmmaking.
I've gotta be me. I'll go it alone. That's how it must be. I can't be right for somebody else if I'm not right for me. I gotta be free. I just gotta be free.
Some people loved my films, some people hated them. No longer mattered. I make film parodies, it's what I do. I steal from other movies. I had this one idea about making a Forrest Gump parody that was about me going on the long run. I guess the inspiration behind it comes from my love of satire. I wanted to explore a different way of doing parodies, and I love the movie Forrest Gump by Robert Zemeckis so much that I had to parody it. I guess in the movie Forrest Gump, it's about a fictional character interacting with real events in real historical places. In my parody, I wanted to take the concept and push it a step further by mixing real elements of my own life and fictionalized events and characters. It adds an extra layer of absurdity, I think, and creates opportunities for the humor by blending truth with outrageous situations. Ultimately, I wanted to convey the idea that life is full of unexpected journeys. That day, I decided to go for a little run. So I ran to the end of the road. And when I got there, I thought I might just run to the end of town. I ran clear the end of Sydenham. And when I got there, I thought I'd come this far, so I'll just keep on going.
And when he got to another town, he just kept on filming. When he got hungry, he ate. When he got tired, he slept. And when he had to go, well, you know, he went.
So, I just filmed?
Yeah.
Looking out at the road rushing under my wheel. Looking back at the years going by like so many summer fields. 65, I was 17 and burning up on one. I don't know where I'm running now, I'm just running on. Running on empty, running wild.
I thought a lot about Mama and Cowboy Pastry and Marcus and William and Corey and Rocky. But most of all, I thought about filming. I thought about filming a lot. People accuse us of having ego, but it's not all about ego. It's too thrilling to be an egocentric thing. For me, it's all about the speed. Rush the script, rush the filmmaking, and fix it later in the editing. That's been my philosophy for a long time.
I don't know when that road turned onto the road I'm on.
Seizing the moment, from embracing the chaos and spontaneity. It's in those unplanned flashes of brilliance where the magic happens.
To the sun, but I'm running behind.
Trav, turn the camera off.
I will keep it on until we're rehearsing.
This one time, I was editing the film and I got a phone call from this guy who said he wanted to make some kind of phone app, but he didn't have enough money to make it.
Hello?
I have this amazing idea. It's going to make a lot of money. I know it will. It's called a Supercoach 7 app.
Have a nice day.
Well, some years later, I found out that guy did make a phone app. He made a lot of money off of it. Anyways, like I was saying, I've made a lot of films. My mom always said you gotta put the past behind you if you want to move on. And I think that's what my filming was all about. I had filmed for 3 years, 6 months, 18 minutes, and 30 seconds.
Against the wind.
I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now. And just like that, my running days was over.
Army with harmony. Dave, drop a load on 'em.
After a prolonged break of not making movies, the group decided to get back together and start filming again. This reunion, if you will, marked a turning point for us.
It's sorta like a well, another way to call a cat a kitten. There's 5 little letters that are missing, yeah. You get it on occasion if the other party isn't gaming. It seems I gotta start to explain.
Filming during this time of Boys Club Productions was one of the favourite periods of my life. The films felt fun again, and the energy of the team was revitalised. It was a time of excitement for all of us. We were all on the same page creatively, and I guess it led to some really good projects. It was nice having the crew back together.
If you don't, here's your membership. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with LPP? Every last on me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Get down with LPP. Yeah, you know me. Who's down with LPP? For the ladies, OPP means something gifted. The first 2 letters the same, but the last is something different. It's the longest, loveliest, lean. I call it the leanest. It's another 5-letter word rhyming with cleanest and meanest. I won't get into that. I do it sort of properly. I say the last P, stands for property. Now, lady, here comes a kiss. Blow a kiss back to me. Now tell me exactly. Have you ever known a brother who had another like a girl or wife? You just had to stop her toes cause he looked just that nice. You looked at him, he looked at you, and you knew right away. He had someone, but he was gonna be yours anyway. You couldn't be seen with him at all and still you didn't care. Cause in a room behind the door, no one but y'all are there. When y'all are finished, y'all can leave and only y'all would know. And y'all can throw that skeleton bone right in the closet door. Now don't be shocked cause if you're down, I want your hands up high. Say OPP. I like it said with pride. Now when you do it well and make sure that it counts. You're now down with a discount.
Nah, man, screw that. Let's go out. Let's have a bit of fun. Let's pick up girls. Let's go dancing. I know Dinger's down.
Yeah, fair enough. So where do you want to go? We going to fucking twang, bang, the poof doof, you know, misties. I don't know. What are you thinking, mate?
I can't believe we're gonna do this movie. It's gonna be great. What did you say your name was again?
My name is Alfredo Fionto. I'm so excited to play Luke Perkins in this film.
You only exist out here because of me! Marcus, I can't believe you fucking say that to me. You know how much fucking heat you bring on me?
With this, we had some talented new additions to the team. William Maxwell, a genius musician friend of mine. William developed a style of playing that is different.
And he's going to play that style for the rest of his life. That's what he does.
Okay, get this. I was out at the Pina Colada in California last night, right? I met this guy called Jared. Lovely guy, it seems. Huh? Anyway, that motherfucker owes me 20 bucks. Huh? I got him the finest Californian weed that, you know, ever existed.
Colorado.
And Dean Ingram, a actor that temporarily worked for Boys Club Productions for 3 weeks.
Hey, Monday morning, see what you're missing. I can't live my life like this, boy. I said, hey, little lady, see what you're missing. I can't get enough of your love. She goes, oh, na 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 na, oh, na 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 na, oh, na 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 na
How long do we have to get to Slothboat? We've got about 5 minutes.
I called it the dawn of a new era.
Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. It is this feeling that has brought you here to me. Do you know what it is I am talking about?
The Wi-Fi?
How you feeling, Corey?
I'm actually feeling pretty nervous, Trav.
I was nervous the first time I met the bosses too, but you get over it. Hey, listen, in 100 years when this is all over, they're gonna say Boys Club Productions, you made a movie. No one could take that away from you. I'm real proud about this situation.
I failed in French, and my teacher asked me, what are you going to do when you finish school? What are you going to do when you have to pass this test and graduate? This is a noble thing I'm doing. I'm going to find out who I am. I'm going to make short films. And if I don't do that, I'm going to die trying.
Your soulless days. Once you were a teller, and now you are free. Once you were a teller, and now you are free. That was the river. This is the sea.
I can tell you that every time I have this part of me that's like, you're not going to make this film. You can't edit this film. And then this other part of me that's like, well, I can't make it unless I just keep editing.
And now if you're feeling weary, if you've been alone too long,
I don't know what allows me to do that. I think it was a third testicle they had added at birth. Okay, still rolling? Cut. Rolling.
wrong and you're trying to remember how fine your life used to be. Running around banging your drum like it's 1973. Well, that was the river.
This is the sea.
I'm the kind of guy that dreams about calling action. I mean, it's been my dream since I was a kid. Realizations such as this can come from illness, life-threatening illness. It can come from faith, spiritual faith, and for me at least, it can come from making short films.
You got nothing left to believe in, nothing to hold on to, nothing to trust, nothing to change. You're being scarring your conscience, raking to your memory, scarring your conscience, raking to your memory. But that was the river. This is the sea, yeah.
If you applied the same amount of devotion to a religious pursuit, do you think anyone would call you a religious geek? No. When you consider that filmmaking really is a faith and a spiritual devotion to that faith, it becomes paramount in your life. There's no such thing as a film geek.
You got a war in your head, and it's tearing you up inside. You're trying to make sense of something that you just don't see. Trying to make sense now, and you know that you once held the key. But that was the river. This is the sea, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pastry and Marcus have been integral parts of my filmmaking journey and my life in general. Like I said, I met Marcus in high school. We bonded over our shared love of cinema. We would spend hours discussing our favourite films, dissecting our favourite dialogue from different movies. It was during this time we realised that we wanted to create our own parodies. I guess all the movies that we loved impacted us so much that we just had to copy them. There was this time in my life where it was the time of my life. You know? Thinking back now, you know, it almost makes me cry, and I'm not an emotional guy, you know?
And you don't need no ticket, and you don't pay no fee. Now you don't need no ticket, you don't pay no fee, because that was the river, and this is the sea. That was the river, this is the sea. That was the river, this is the sea. That was the river, 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 and this is the sea.
Pastry was one of the most naturally gifted actors I'd ever met. Some people are raised on oatmeal and crackers. This guy was raised on wrestling and football.
Wasted, dear fellas, I turn away. Now I got friends who will give me the shoulder, but then I should have to fold. When timing is right, going older, got friends who will give me fuck all. La 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 la, yeah. La 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 la, my baby. La 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 la, yeah. La 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 la.
You could give him any line in any scene and he'd be fine with it. I felt like me and Marcus worked out our differences finally, and we were writing faster than ever. It wasn't long after high school that I introduced Marcus to Pastry. Like I said, Pastry had a knack for acting, and we invited him into Boys Club production. Then the duo became a trio. From that moment on, it was always the three of us making movies, and it was a pretty cool time. In the final days of Boys Club Productions, it didn't feel like work at all. We were editing all night, we were filming a lot. It felt fun again, like I said.
My children, and you're screaming at my wife, get off of my bed if you wanna get out of here alive. Freedom, that's what I want now.
Not only have they become my film partners, but they've become lifelong friends. We have a lot of fun. My journey in the film industry has been quite a roller coaster ride. There have been moments where I felt like I was on the brink of success, only for it to slip right through my fingers. I've poured my heart and soul into my films, and although they haven't brought me mainstream recognition, I've learned a lot of good lessons about the process of filmmaking.
Yourself a victim almost every single day. You do what you do, you say what you say, you try to be everything to everyone. You know all the right people, you play all the right games, you always try to be everything to everyone.
I think I've been labelled narcissistic and demanding. It's disheartening to hear this perception because it couldn't be further from the truth. I just believe in having a clear vision for my films and striving for excellence.
Say they taught you how to read and write, yeah, they taught you how to count. I say they taught you how to buy and sell your own body by the pound. I think you like to be their simple toy, I think you love to play the clown. I think you were blind to the fact that the hand you hold is the hand that holds you down. You do what you do, yeah, you say what you say, you always try to be everything to everyone. You know all the right people, you play all the right games, you always try to be everything to everyone.
It may be misconstrued as narcissistic, but it's just my relentless style of filmmaking. I have high expectations not only for myself but for the team I'm working with. To be honest, I never thought there was a story to tell. Hopefully it can inspire someone else to go make a movie. Through the name, I'm going in.
Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama put my guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. That long black cloud is coming down. I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
I've come to realize that sometimes the most compelling stories are the ones that don't fit the mold of traditional storytelling values. Hopefully this film documents the trials and triumphs of the filmmaking process. It was like Billy the Kid. I always loved Billy the Kid. It's been a long and arduous journey, filled with incredible highs and soul-crushing lows. When I started out, I was a wide-eyed dreamer. Determined to conquer the world of filmmaking. But I guess reality hit me hard in the face. It was a constant struggle to break into the industry which seemed to favour the well-connected. As a filmmaker starting a company called Boys Club, I guess no one ever took us seriously. I wanted to prove that me and Mark's story was just as valid and just as worthy of recognition. We thought about changing the name of the company several times, but concluded, fuck everyone else. And navigating the ever-changing landscape of the film industry. We had a few small successes along the way, I guess, but in the end it became impossible to keep the company afloat. It's one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make, closing down Boys Club Productions. I mean, I felt like I was saying goodbye to a part of myself. Things had changed so much over time with us and the film industry that we had no choice but to shut things down.
My name is Travis Unuka. Ever since I was old enough to hold a camera, I love filmmaking. Wasn't the best director though, but that didn't stop my dad from teaching me the secret of making the greatest films ever. My dad worshipped filmmaking. My mom didn't. That's why she moved to Egypt, where there's not a film studio within 1,000 miles. Dad always took me to the movies to cheer for our favorite filmmaker, Steven Spielberg. Now feel the wind blow. He wasn't considered the best filmmaker, but he feared no one, just like me. I'm leaving my woman at home. Handsome fellow, huh? He always said that when I grew up I could be anything I wanted to be, but I never wanted to be anything but a filmmaker. Oh, my baby's gone with the wind.
Don't judge him on this meeting alone. He's usually a nice guy.
On the one hand, there was a sense of relief. It was like a weight had lifted from my shoulders, but on the other hand, it was like I'd lost part of my identity. Saying goodbye to my collaborators who had become like a family was pretty tough. It truly felt like the end of an era.
Every cunt knows that story is not true.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, Sam?
Hey, you talked to Mark lately?
I haven't really talked to him, but he looks pretty down.
He looks pretty down. Yeah, well, maybe we should cheer him up then.
What do you suppose we should do?
Well, does he like butter tarts?
I was lying on the grass of Sunday morning of last week, indulging in my self-defeat. My mind was thugged, all laced and bugged, all twisted, wrong and beat. Uncomfortable on 3 feet deep. Now the fuzzy stare from not being there on a confusing morning week.
High school's fucking boring, man. Dude, I can't wait till we get out of this fucking prison, man, and we can actually do some shit with our lives.
I'm just glad we're fucking young and nothing really fucking bothers us.
Dude, I love being young. Never gonna fucking lose my head.
Yeah, man, it's rad being 17. We're just gonna be young forever and nothing's ever gonna go wrong.
Yeah, dude.
Chip, come here.
Wow, look at her.
I know.
Man, I've never seen Sharon look so bad before.
I did once before, but this is pretty bad.
Yeah, what do you think she got up to last night? Sharon! I love you!
I was flying on the bench, sliding the park across the street. Later that week. My sticky palms were in the making straws at a big fat slurpy treats. An incredible life with heat. Now the funny glare of pale gleaming tear and staring under heat. Involved in unusual feet. And I'm not only a monk, but I invite who I wanna come. So I missed a million miles of fun. I know it's up for me if you steal my sunshine. Making sure I'm not in too deep. If you steal my sunshine. Keep me bursting on my feet. If you steal my sunshine. I know it's done for me if you steal my sunshine. Not something hard to see. If you steal my sunshine. Keep me dumb and built to beat. If you steal my sunshine. My sunshine. If you steal 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 my
It wasn't all bad. I mean, it allowed me to do good things too, like spend time with my family. Being an uncle has given me a sense of meaning that I didn't even get from filmmaking.
I like that. I'm Travis.
Hi, I'm Travis.
I know who you are. I've seen all of your films. I think you're an idiot.
Yeah, I had the unfortunate experience of having them in my class. I mean, they're good kids and they're enthusiastic and possibly good filmmakers in the past, but I think we delved a little bit too deeply.
So Travis, tell us, what do you love about movies? To begin with, everything.
Living reflection from a dream. I was her love, she was my queen, and now 1,000 years between.
Here's to the crazy ones. The misfits, the rebels. The troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes. The ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while many see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to say that they can change the world are the ones who do. How was that? Was that good? Should we do it again? And I guess that's my story. We done? Gotta go home now?